All right, hello and welcome to the Explainer. Now, today's source isn't a book or a study, it's a website. But it's a single, multifaceted, and just utterly fascinating website that seems to break all the rules and really makes you wonder what a business can even be. So let's just dive right in. So this is the big question for today. What in the world happens when one single place offers math tutoring and marketing services and investment advice and, a philosophy on the entire cosmos? We're going to break down a digital presence that is somehow all of those things at once. Look at this collection of words: tensor analysis, marketing advisor, alienist, mystery universe, investment. It sounds completely random, right? Like something a search engine would spit out. But nope. Every single one of these comes from our single source, AnalysisSolution.com. So how does it all connect? Let's find out. Okay, section 1, a digital enigma. First things first, what is this website actually supposed to be? Let's just look at what it says on the tin. So on the surface, the main identity seems pretty clear. It's the Analysis Solution Mathematics Coaching Center, or ASMCC. It even has a welcome message in Hindi. So you're thinking, okay, a straightforward education service, right? Well, not quite. So now we're on to section 2, the business of analysis. Let's start peeling back the layers of this digital onion and look at the actual services being offered. And this, my friends, is where it starts to get interesting. It turns out, on top of the math education, the site has 2 other major business pillars. It offers investment services through something called Deep Lick Agency, and it also provides marketing and research advice. So we have 3 very different businesses all living under one digital roof. The math part, to be fair, is very specific, and it's highly technical. I mean, we're talking about really advanced subjects like tensor analysis and complex analysis. So this part definitely backs up the whole coaching center idea with some serious academic weight. So far, so good. And then we pivot to business number 2. Investment. The site gives us a textbook definition of what an investment agency does, helping people manage and grow their assets. And this is our first introduction to the CEO. And here we get our first real taste of the website's unique voice. This is a direct quote from the CEO, Gaurav Deepgadam. You'll find it in English, Hindi, and Sanskrit on the site. And that phrasing, useful for good time for future work's use, it's distinct. It attaches this very personal philosophy to a financial service. Now for pillar number 3, marketing. And again, you see this multilingual approach. You've got descriptions in English, Hindi, and even Sanskrit. It really seems like they're trying to reach this incredibly broad audience, from modern companies to maybe people who appreciate classical languages. And just to be clear, this isn't just a bunch of ideas. These are actual services for sale. The marketing stuff, for instance, starts at 1,570 rupees. So we've got mass, we've got investment, and we've got marketing, all with a price tag. And then everything changes. All right, I need you to prepare for a major pivot here. We're leaving the world of marketing invoices behind, and we're jumping straight from the totally mundane to the metaphysical. Welcome to the cosmic philosophy section of the math coaching website. Yeah, just let that sink in for a minute. We went from marketing tips to a section called Mystery Universe, featuring these deep statements about the very nature of existence, space, time, even memories. It's an absolutely jarring shift, and it's fascinating. But here's the thing, it's not all abstract philosophy. Right next to these cosmic ideas, the site gives you hard science. I mean, we get these detailed, almost encyclopedia-like entries about the Earth, including the exact chemical composition of our atmosphere. The site also lays out a whole condensed history of our planet, spanning billions of years, from the formation of the Earth to the establishment of the magnetic field, all the way up to when humans showed up. It's a very scientific timeline, sitting right there next to these philosophical thoughts on the universe and what the site calls alienist topics. And it keeps going. The site literally lists out the Earth's 7 major tectonic plates, the Pacific, North American, Eurasian, you name it, and explains how they shape our world. We're talking a deep dive into geology. So what is the connection here? what ties marketing services to the history of Earth's tectonic plates? Well, that brings us to the person who seems to be at the absolute center of all of this. This section is where we try to tie these completely different threads of business and cosmology together, and it's all through the figure of the CEO. And there he is again. Gaurav Deepgautam introduces himself, and you gotta appreciate the distinctive spelling of Shafe as the CEO of the whole organization. His name and contact info are plastered all over the math, investment, and marketing pages. Now this is the crucial part. The website explicitly says that all of that cosmic philosophy comes from him. But look at the title he's given here. Mathematician Gaurav Deepgautam. This suggests that in his worldview, tensor analysis and the mysteries of the universe aren't two separate things. They're all just part of one single grand analysis. Just when you think you finally got this strange territory mapped out, you find one last section, a final piece of this puzzle that doesn't seem to fit anywhere. Not with the business, not with the cosmos. It's just an unexplained final thought. That's right. Tucked away on the site is this incredibly detailed text about addressing unconscious bias and improving workforce diversity, specifically at NASA. It talks about demographic data and workplace climate in planetary science. Why is this here? The site gives absolutely no clue. It's the final mystery. So, in the end, this website, in all of its chaotic and beautiful glory, really leaves us with a much bigger question. Is this some kind of failed, confused corporate site? Or is it a totally successful, authentic expression of one person's entire universe of interests? In an age where we can build any kind of digital identity we want, maybe the lines between being a mathematician, a marketer, a philosopher, and a social commentator are just meant to be blurred. What do you think?